While most people were busy poking fun at Tesla's Cybertruck or trying to figure out whether the Tesla bot was dancing or glitching, something much bigger was happening in the background. Quietly, silently, without a press event or a headline. Elon Musk might have just flipped the entire electric vehicle game on its head. And barely anyone noticed. Because while the spotlight was on viral moments, Tesla was making serious moves toward a future where lithium batteries, the backbone of every modern EV, might not even be necessary anymore. That's right. The same lithium cells that power every Tesla on the road today could be on their way out. And what's taking their place? A surprising contender, aluminum-ion. No, it's not flashy. You won't find Elon tweeting about it every day. But behind closed doors, this might be the most important shift in Tesla's history. And the first vehicle to benefit from it? Not a Roadster. Not a luxury Model X. But something smaller, cheaper, and far more revolutionary, the long-awaited Model 2. A car that could cost less than $10,000 and change how we think about EVs forever. Let's start from the beginning. Aluminum-ion batteries aren't just an upgrade. They're an entirely different kind of battery. Most electric vehicles today rely on lithium-ion technology, which uses lithium ions to store and move energy. These ions carry a single positive charge. That's fine, but aluminum ions carry 3. That means they can move more electrons at once, which makes the entire system more efficient. The result? A battery that moves power faster, lasts longer, and here's the big one, charges almost unbelievably quickly. Theoretical data from lab tests suggests that aluminum-ion batteries could store nearly 10 times the energy of the same amount of lithium. That means you could have smaller batteries that deliver the same punch, or keep the same size and get far more range. Either way, it's a massive leap forward. But efficiency is only part of the story. These new batteries don't need rare metals like cobalt or nickel, which are essential in current lithium-based designs. Those metals are expensive, hard to mine, and often tied to questionable labor practices in places like the Democratic Republic of Congo. It's been one of the biggest ethical and supply chain issues in the EV industry. Aluminum, on the other hand, is everywhere. It's affordable, it's mined in dozens of countries, and it's incredibly easy to recycle. In fact, recycling aluminum takes only about 5% of the energy required to extract it from raw ore. That's a huge environmental win. And then there's the safety factor. One of the most unsettling truths about lithium-ion batteries is that, under the wrong conditions, they can catch fire. Puncture them, overheat them, or push them too far, and you've got a real problem on your hands. Aluminum-ion batteries, though, use a totally different kind of electrolyte, one that stays stable even at extreme temperatures. In lab stress tests, even when the battery cells were punctured or short-circuited, they didn't catch fire. They didn't even get warm. That kind of safety is a huge deal, especially for people who live in very hot or very cold climates. Now, here's where things get exciting, charging time. Right now, even with Tesla's best superchargers, it still takes around 20 to 40 minutes to charge most cars up to 80%. That's a long wait when you're on the go. But early versions of aluminum-ion batteries have hit charging speeds that are simply off the charts. We're talking full charges in under 3 minutes for small packs. For a full-sized electric vehicle, the numbers would be a bit lower, but even at half that performance, you could charge your car in under 5 minutes. That's about the same time it takes to pump a tank of gas. And that, more than anything, might be the breakthrough that finally convinces millions of people to switch to electric. Let's not forget durability. One of the weak points of today's EVs is battery life. After a few thousand charge cycles, most lithium batteries start to lose capacity. Eventually, they need to be replaced. But aluminum-ion cells, especially the ones built with carbon nanostructures, have shown the ability to last over 12,000 cycles. That's the equivalent of driving more than 2 million kilometers, far beyond the life expectancy of most vehicles. So, aluminum-ion batteries charge faster, last longer, cost less, and don't catch fire. Sounds like a dream, right? But Tesla isn't stopping at using this new chemistry. They're building something uniquely their own, something competitors can't just copy and paste into their own vehicles. One of Tesla's most interesting innovations here is self-repairing electrodes. Normally, every time you charge or discharge a battery, the materials inside swell and contract. Over time, that causes cracks and chemical breakdowns. But Tesla is experimenting with materials that can literally heal themselves on a microscopic level, fixing those cracks before they spread. It's like your battery is regenerating after every drive. And then there's the packaging. Most of Tesla's batteries today come in cylindrical cells, solid, rigid, and space-consuming. But the aluminum-ion design allows for something called soft pack architecture. These cells are lightweight, flexible, and much thinner. They can be stacked flat under the floor, wrapped into unusual spaces, or even integrated into the car's structural frame. This opens the door for smarter car designs, more interior space, and better aerodynamics. This flexibility also makes the battery system lighter overall. That's crucial when you're designing an entry-level vehicle like the Model 2, where every kilogram counts. Less weight means better acceleration, longer range, and improved handling, all while lowering manufacturing costs. Even recycling is getting a makeover. Traditional lithium battery recycling involves harsh chemicals and lots of heat, making it energy-intensive and expensive. Tesla's new method is mechanical, using physical separation and magnetics. It's cleaner, cheaper, and better for the planet. And now, let's talk about the car that could bring this all together, the Model 2. This vehicle isn't just another EV. It's Tesla's attempt to crack open the mass market, to make an electric car that's so affordable it becomes a no-brainer. But to do that, the battery needs to be cheaper. Right now, the battery pack is the single most expensive component in any electric vehicle. In some models, it accounts for over a third of the total cost. If Tesla can cut that in half by switching to aluminum-ion, it changes the game. It means the Model 2 could hit price points below $10,000 after federal incentives. That's cheaper than many used cars, and well below most brand-new gasoline vehicles. But cost isn't everything. The Model 2 needs to work in the real world. And that means it needs a battery that charges fast, really fast. It needs to survive years of daily commuting without losing performance. It needs to work in cold weather and hot climates. It needs to be safe, light, and efficient. And this battery might just check all those boxes. Imagine a car you can charge in the time it takes to grab a coffee. One that doesn't lose range in the winter. One where the battery is so durable, you may never need to replace it. That's what aluminum-ion could bring to the table. And for millions of drivers, it could be the final reason they need to ditch gas forever. Of course, none of this is guaranteed. Tesla hasn't held a big launch event. There's no date on the calendar. But the signs are there. Patents filed, suppliers lined up, and a steady stream of leaks from insiders hinting that this is closer than we think. It might not be loud, but it's coming. And when it hits, the shift will be massive. The way we think about EVs, car ownership, charging, maybe even transportation as a whole, could change overnight. So, what do you think? Would you buy a Tesla that charges in 5 minutes, lasts for decades, and costs less than a used Honda? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of the next silent revolution Elon is building, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Because while the world is watching the Cybertruck do donuts, Tesla's real masterpiece might be hiding in the battery pack of a tiny car you've never even seen yet.